I love building beds. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite all-time bed builds. The essential bed frame is a sturdy solid wood bed frame that you can make out of framing lumber. So I'm using 4x4s for the legs and 2x6s for the sides. This creates a very strong and sturdy bed. I built this bed with Airbnbs in mind, something that's going to hold up over a long time, that you're not going to have problems with, that's going to be inexpensive to make, that's easy to customize in size, and it's that solid wood so you can stain it or paint it any color that you want. It's really more like building a coffee table than a bed. So you're just gonna add the 2x6s to the 4x4 legs, trim out the top, and then we've been kind of clever about how we held the top trim out a little bit, and it creates a lip in there that you can just add the slats on top of. I also did the corner bracing just to create some extra strength, and the center leg in the bed, because it's a queen, I wanted it to be very strong. And then you just have to stain the outsides and move it in place. This bed is super easy to change the sheets and make. I can't recommend it enough. Next up is our farmhouse bed. Now this is the very first bed that I ever built, maybe even the first project that I ever built. I built it about 15 years ago, so I don't have video of me specifically building it, but some of our readers were generous enough to share their footage with us. So this is Hand and Plane. I'll link to them in the description if you want to see the full video of their build. Their bed turned out amazing. So it's basically just vertical slats tied in with 1x4s attached to 4x4 legs. And then capped with 2x4 and 2x6. And then you do the same for the footboard and then tie it all in with framing lumber. This creates an extremely strong and sturdy farmhouse bed. Our farmhouse bed is still going after 15 years. This is a modern farmhouse bed. This is the bed that we still have in our bedroom today. I absolutely love it. It's just like maybe a little bit more stylish than the traditional farmhouse bed. The slats run horizontal, so if you have a smaller room, it may make it feel wider. Also, the headboard's not quite as tall, so you don't need as many pillows to decorate up the headboard. We used 2x6 tongue and groove that we had left over, but you can use 1x's or whatever you want for your panel boards there. And we pocket hold everything together. There is other ways of doing this without a pocket hole jig, so if you don't have all the tools, don't worry, you can still build these projects. And then I love this because it has more of a platform design than a footboard design, so you can sit on the end of the bed, and I feel like it's a little easier to make the bed. It's just such a simple, understated, beautiful piece. Okay, so if you're going all out, the Canopy farmhouse bed is the way to go. This is the one that I built actually for HGTV, and we put it together in pieces before we brought it there so it could fit in the room. So we just did basically a headboard and a footboard piece, the same as the farmhouse bed where we went, 80 inches tall. And then we just tied it all inside the room. Really grand and beautiful, especially if you have a bigger room. This might be the perfect bed for you. Okay, so if you already have a platform and you're just looking to bring that wood accent into your room, building a farmhouse headboard is the way to go. So these don't have to be structural, they're more just decorative. And there's a couple of different ways that you can build it. This one's actually being built similar to how you would build the modern farmhouse headboard, but you can also build it out of 1x3s and 1x2s and 1x4s. We have a couple of different plan options. It's all linked in the description below, so click on over and figure out what works best for you and your tool set. Isn't that beautiful? Plain old lumber can be so beautiful when it's stained up. And what a difference that made in this room. Make sure you click on over to these YouTubers and check out their videos. They're generous enough to share with us. Okay, so if you need a little bit more storage in your room, we have some options for storage beds in different ways. So my favorite way is just to build the 3 benches and put them together. You can add drawers if you want, but you can also build 2 benches that run the entire side length of the bed and then add a headboard and a footboard to the ends. And this one's actually being made out of plywood. This is a great way to add some extra storage or even a decor element to your space. And these are the drawer boxes getting put together. I love how they did these homemade drawer slides. Isn't that amazing? So make sure you head on over and check out this video. I'll leave the link in the description. Guys that are doing videos and tagging me, I just want you to know that I really appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. It is a big deal to us, and we love, love, love watching your work. So thank you. This is so beautiful. Okay, so if you want a little bit fancier of a bed base, we do have a plan that adds like a little bit of molding and a decorative leg to the bottom, and we call it the Chestwick Platform Bed. You can add a headboard or not to it, but we made it sturdy. We used 2x6 framing lumber for the base of it. What makes these beds so beautiful is they're made of solid wood, so when you apply that stain to them, it's just unlike anything that you could buy. It just has that authentic look and texture to it that cannot be replicated. And the other thing about beds is you're at liberty to make it as sturdy as you want. So I love how these YouTubers really beefed up that center. Isn't that beautiful? So if you're interested, we've also got the headboard plans as well. Okay, so if you're looking for more of a modern style bed, we have this modern platform, and we also have the headboard if you're interested in that too. But it's essentially just a 2x6 framed up bed base with hairpin legs that you can buy online. I actually bought these on clearance because they were bright red, and then just spray painted them. In this version, I actually did upholstery, so I just wrapped 1x6 boards in foam and my choice of upholstery fabric, which happened to be pink fur for my preteen daughter at the time, and then attached it. And then the slats go in the middle. All right, so let's go with a little bit more of a rustic modern look. This is the rustic modern platform bed. It sits right on the floor, so it's real low. It's great because you don't have to clean under the bed. It's a pretty simple build. And then you can add legs to it as well. The simple panel bed, this is made out of 1x8s and 2x4 legs and a brad nailer. So there's no pocket holes on this bed. You just put it together with some screws when you're done. And if you're looking for like a simple bed that's inexpensive to make, that's quick to make, maybe for a kid's room, a guest room, this might be perfect for that. It was pretty lightweight as well, so it was easy for me to maneuver and build by myself. Again, it's that wood stain that's everything on this bed. All right, our last plan is for an easy panel bed. So if you're just needing a bed, a basic bed that is going to look good, that's going to frame your pillows, I can't recommend this one enough. It's just a 2x4 frame for the headboard and the footboard with plywood on the back. And then you paint it all up and tie it together with your sideboards and put your mattress on it. So guys, like I said earlier, all these plans are linked in the description, plus many, many, many more. We hope you've inspired you today to consider building your own bed. It really is such a huge return on your investment, and you're going to get beautiful results. If you do build a bed, remember to tag me or share, because we love seeing your projects. It's what keeps us inspired and keeps us doing what we do. So thank you.